Yeah, boys, welcome back. It's been a while since I even made a video, right? Probably thought I was gonna quit YouTube. It's too hard, right? Some shit, right? But that's not me, alright? The hair, I'm not even gonna lie, the hair kind of looking good. I mean, I don't like it too messy, somewhat, but not like, like this like like most guys out there with like the same style, same car, everyone got the same everything. Same hairstyle, same earring, same car, everyone driving a black BMW and shit. Like, it's like copy and paste. Like, golly. I mean, sure, like, if you're into it, sure. It's like, but it's like, no one, like, ain't doing anything new. Anyways, what the hell did I even start this? I didn't even think when I just started. I was just thinking, I haven't even made a video in a long time. And I obviously don't want to give up on it. So, what am I gonna do? Well, oh yeah, ignore that mess. Yikes. Let's ignore that. Okay. I want to talk about a new idea I got, right? I always liked stuff in the past. Now, I'm not too much into history, but there's some things in history I kind of like, right? But I know first thing comes to mind is Marcus Aurelius. Some things I like, which I think he was a king. I didn't even know he was a king. I didn't really search up much on the guy. I just heard his name, and a friend told me he was a king. And as part of the king, he had this dude behind him, like behind his throne. And then he would tell him something about, you are not a god, you are a man, right? Or something like that. So like he doesn't like so that Marcus doesn't get consumed by power. That's kind of like who I want to be too in this life, because like eventually when I get money and I start to get fame and whatever, I don't want money, power. I don't want anything to control me. I'm still gonna be me. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna change because of money. I'm not gonna let money and power change who I am. Is what I mean, right? And there's a lot of other things, but one of the ideas I want to do is this discussions idea. I like to talk to myself a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. I literally just talk to myself. Like if I'm talking about, I like to just discuss anything. It doesn't matter what the hell it is. I like to learn. If it's about a topic I don't even know, then I will just ask questions and try to figure out what the hell it's about, right? And I would just talk to myself forever, like over and over and over and over, long. I'm talking hours. I would just be dog. I was at the back of the house where I usually film my videos outdoor. I was like behind my house, and I was just walking, and I was just talking. I was just coming up with ideas like, you know what? Yeah, this, that, right. My mind was just like, yeah, but what about this and what about that? And I was just on a flow. I was just talking to myself. Yeah, call me crazy or some shit, but I like it. It keeps me grounded, I guess. Because like when you talk to yourself, it's like you get to see the pros and the cons, I guess. Because like usually, let's say we come to bias, right? Obviously, it's like you should. Why shouldn't you believe yourself? You know what I mean? Why should you not believe yourself? Why should you not trust yourself? Like, not when I talk to myself, I figure out, okay, I like this, I want to do it this way, and then my mind would be like, all right, because you're talking to yourself, you're not talking to someone else. It's not like you're trying to convince them to get them to think about your idea. It's like when you talk to yourself, because it's you, there's not necessarily anyone. It's kind of like okay to be disagree with and be disagreeable with, because it's not like you're getting offensed if the other person does not like what you are saying or whatever. Since you are talking to yourself, you just spout shit, right? So you consider everything that you like or don't like, basically anything you talk about, right? And you say, I agree with this way. When you start talking to yourself, your mind just drifts off to the opposite. Okay, what if I'm completely wrong, right? So you'll be like, all right, I'm right in this. And then the opposite is like, okay, what if I'm completely wrong? What do I don't know? Well, that's it. That's the next thing. Don't know things you don't know about. Crazy, yeah? I would say I am definitely into philosophy and shit. And I love the critical think. And I am going through with the electrician. Right, I realize change your plans. Alright, I guess this video is just an update. Change your plans. So that's the idea. So idea one is discussions, where I would literally just sit down, record myself, and I would just pick a topic. I would pick a topic to talk about, and I just be just you would just witness me fucking overthink, critical think, whatever. And we just on it, right? Maybe you learn something. Maybe you guys tell me something. I get to learn more. We both winning, right? Because it's like you don't want to hear talking too much. You don't want to hear like a guy just talk his whole like the own video, the whole entire video is just talking, no showing, nothing, right? Because like, you'll see me just walk around the room or walk outside doing some shit with my hands. Like that's just how I roll, right? And the next, so that's idea one, right? Which is discussions, just new series. I wanna start a series, right? Discussion. Okay, sorry, not discussion. Part two, idea number two is electrician. I want you guys to know that there's a lot of young people now. Of course, I'm young too. I'm not talking like some old ass millennial or some shit. Like, oh, the young generation these days. Like, no, bro. I'm part of it. And I was, fuck. So when you start talk without a script, sometimes your brain is like all over the place, and you're trying to remember where you were left, where you were last at. Yeah, so the generation, right? This generation really wants, of course, my financial freedom. That's fine, and a lot of them wants to do like their own business and entrepreneurship. Oh my god, I have so much shit to even talk about in that. It's just theories, ideas, things to talk about, I guess. Oh yeah, and by the way, the discussions was based on like you know how like I think they say in Rome and Athens or whatever, they would have like an open discussion, right? Like one person would just talk and there's a group of people and everybody would come together and try to come to a conclusion, wherever, yada yada, right? I like that. Right? I got the idea from that. Oops. Should be fine. Right? So the electrician, right? A lot of people want to be an entrepreneur. But you have to realize that it's a lot more than just skills, you know, especially when you're now just starting off. You see a lot of these videos about entrepreneurs and like young ones, and they just make it big. They made it big. And obviously you want to be like, yeah, that could be me. You want to believe in yourself, right? And you can do it. Yeah, all that is good. But I learned to be both optimistic and pessimistic. Pessimistic as, okay, what if it does work out? Then I spent a shit ton of years not really doing much. Though you could just say I'm doing the bare minimum, which is I'm not really posting that much videos. It's kind of like when you just started. If you don't have a YouTube channel and you just started, it's kind of like and conditions and there's so much shit to consider. You don't really know until you start. You know what I mean? And when you start, got a lot on my plate. Basically, I'm gonna be an electrician, and it's this job. I'm gonna go through the apprenticeship or pre-apprentice or whatever the hell it is, and I'm gonna go ahead and become an electrician. And doing this will give me a. It's like when I think about entrepreneurship, especially when you just started, your money is gonna be like. It's gonna be up and down. Some days it's gonna be good, some days it's gonna be low. With a job, being pessimistic is like if it doesn't work out, because again, it's all on you. Entrepreneurship is all on you. If you succeed, it's your fault. If you lose, it's your fault. Right? And based on most of us, we have nothing. We have no influence. We have no knowledge. We have no skills. Maybe no skills. No influence, no popularity, no attention. Like there's just too much things, right? And they just went from 0 to 100 real quick. You have to also remember and consider that there's a lot of factors that come into play in these young entrepreneurs. Luck, skill, timing, things they learn about in life, people they meet in their life. There's so much shit to consider. And again, I have my own views on some of these entrepreneurs, right? and all their courses and shit. I think that might be my first discussions. Oh yeah, be prepared. I might swear a lot in discussions because that's kind of how I usually rock. I like to curse, not in like a bad way. I just kind of curse for fun kind of way, but I'll still try my best not to curse as much, right? And it will be long, and it will be all. I'll try my best to address all of the confusing things first before I start talking about it, right? But it's an idea. Probably gonna start it tomorrow. Probably gonna start it next day. But I am gonna. I don't want to like stay the same. I mean, I want to try. I want to like change. So yeah, again, just be me. I was gonna be me. Like just recording this fucking young guy, and you're gonna see how realistic it is, and until I make it big one day, whatever. And even then, I don't even want to chase money my whole life, right? Money is like a tool. It's not really that worth it. It's kind of like once you have it, it's kind of like people want what they don't have. So if you're not a millionaire and you get a millionaire, you're gonna be like, huh, nothing changed. You're gonna still have that fucking empty void like you need to fulfill. You know, even if you get a millionaire, then people want to be billionaire, people want to be multi-billionaire, trillionaire, some like other stuff, right? That's how it is, right? But yeah, so that's the idea. Pessimistic. So part one, not part one. Idea one is the discussions. And again, before I even start the discussions, I'll try to address all of the confusing things beforehand. Usually how I do it. Because I really talk a lot and really critical think when I am talking by myself and talking to myself about whatever ideas or whatever that just flows in my head. And I got the idea, you know what, maybe I should record myself doing this because I am really in a flow state. But the thing is, I have to have an idea of like what it is I'm talking about, right? And once I got an idea, I would just talk. I would just straight up talk, right? You would see me contradict myself. You would, and again, it's all like any purpose I learn and understanding and shit, right? But yeah, that's just an idea, right? Bad man shit. I don't even know what it says. I think it's something about drinking, but I don't know. Yeah, and electrician. Pessimistic, where if I work the years of trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to be big on YouTube, and it doesn't work, I got plan B. Plan B is, well, I got an actual job. So if the YouTube and stuff is taking far too long or it's not even close, then I'm gonna be just fine. Yeah. I think that's my plan so far. You're not really gonna have a plan for life, but I have a general plan that might look like it might work. And I will mix of optimistic and pessimistic. Right? So yeah, I have the job just in case this doesn't go good. And there's also a lot of opportunities through the job. And then and my views on finances, oh my gosh, it's so fucking easy. It is easy. But then again, there's also a lot of things to consider when I say easy, because you have to also consider conditions and luck. And like for me, it would be dog. I don't start to like talk and shit. I actually just zoned out and I was starting to talk. I'm like, oh. Yeah, but then you have this to consider, and then I talk. If I didn't even stop myself, I would just be fucking talking. This video would have gotten way too damn long. But yeah, this is just all. What kind of video this is really? I just came out of the blue and started uploading. Like, I don't know, my upload schedule is so out, like all over the place. I think I'm gonna probably like take my time and upload because I want to make sure I upload good videos too, right? So this video is probably like a catching up, showing you about where I am today and what am I planning to do. It's not like I'm giving up. I don't know. I was just never really the kind of guy to give up. Oh man, the kind of stories and stuff I have for the world is so good. It's so good. It's so good. I'm telling you. Okay? So with that being said, you take care and love you.